How to save jobs in 4 steps. A solution for the ailing manufacturing sector. Now, the manufacturing base in America has steadily eroded. The main reason is the global market for labor, where labor is much cheaper, as we see from India, China, and other Asian countries. In the USA, manufacturing companies have much greater incentive to shift operations and jobs overseas, or simply stop competing in the global market so that so many products vital to the economy of any country are not being made in America. In other words, items are being manufactured overseas. The net result is that the domestic job market is dying, and in some parts of the country is totally dead. Industries like textiles, computers, TVs, steel, toys, electronics, telephones, etc. are virtually non-existent in the United States. This creates unemployment of the skilled labor force in various parts of the country. These well-paying jobs are replaced by the low-wage service sector jobs and low-wage fast food industry jobs. Now, it may take a long time before the global market stabilizes in available labor at high prices to stop the outflow of labor jobs from America. Advancement in internet technology has reduced or eliminated the boundaries of nations, even in competing for high-level technology jobs. The United States also risks an obsolescence of skilled labor for various products in the manufacturing sector due to prolonged recession in this sector and lack of domestic manufacturing of certain products altogether. So is there a viable solution for this problem? Well, lawmakers recently passed historic tax cuts to corporations, lowering tax rate from 35% to 21% in the hope of American corporations becoming more competitive in the global market. Will it work? Most likely not. Here's why. There are no conditions or incentives for the corporations to invest profits any differently than before, and it does not address to the situation that globally, labor is still available at a much cheaper rate than in the United States. The proper use of tax breaks to American corporations is to give or provide them to performers in the manufacturing sector, the sector we've identified as weak. Only this sector should get a tremendous break in taxes to incentivize it to encourage new investments and to stop moving jobs overseas and to bring those jobs back. How? Well, here's the 4-step plan. Step 1. Identify each manufacturing company in the United States and find out what fraction of their total labor force is domestic. This will be called our pro rata share. Step 2. Give huge tax breaks to those corporations in proportion to their domestic labor force. For example, those employing 100% of their labor domestically may get a tax break from the current, as of writing, 35% to 15%, which would be a whopping 20% reduction in the tax rate. Step 3. Corporations which employ half or 50% of manufacturing labor as domestic will only get a 50% of this 20% break, or let's say a 10% tax break. And corporations which use 100% manufacturing labor overseas get no tax break at all. You see? And step 4, new manufacturing corporations will have the same tax structure as we talked about in the first 3 steps. It's iterative. So, with conditional tax breaks, the manufacturing sector will have built-in incentive to bring jobs back to America or keep them in America.